Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll solve this polynomial word problem. So as per the problem, the population P of a town t years from now is given by the function P at t equals 6t to the power 4 minus 5t to the power 3 plus 200t plus 12,000. There are four parts to this problem. So in the first part, we have to describe key features of graph of this function if no restrictions are considered. So in this part, we have to analyze the key features of this function. Now no restrictions means that we can assume that the graph extends indefinitely on both sides of the x-axis. This function is a polynomial function. So the key features can be described in terms of the degree, the leading coefficient, the end behavior. For this function, the variable is t and the highest power on the variable is 4. So that's why the degree of this polynomial function is 4. And the leading coefficient is the coefficient of the term with the highest power on the variable, and the coefficient of that term is 6. So the leading coefficient is 6. Now in this case, it's an even degree polynomial function where the positive leading coefficient, that means the end behavior of this polynomial function is from quadrant 2 to quadrant 1. So this is the end behavior that can be described in terms of quadrants. Now if we want to describe the end behavior in terms of x and y values, so we can describe that as x approaches negative infinity, y approaches positive infinity. And as x approaches positive infinity, y approaches positive infinity. So that's the end behavior for an even degree function with positive leading coefficient. So we can sketch this function something like this. So on the left side, the graph is in quadrant 2, and on the right side, the graph is in quadrant 1. So we are done with part A. Now we have to find part B. What is the value of the constant finite differences? So for that we have to use the formula for finite differences, and the formula is finite differences is equal to the leading coefficient times the factorial of the degree. Now in this case, the leading coefficient is 6. So we can do 6 times, and the degree is 4. So it's 4 factorial. So we have to evaluate this expression. So as you may know, factorial represents multiplying the number on which the factorial is by all whole numbers below it. So if I have to evaluate 4 factorial, so I can expand it as 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is equal to 24. So therefore, in the next step we get, so finite difference equals 6 times 24. And I got 144. So that's the finite difference for this polynomial function. So now we are done with part B. In part C, we have to find the current population of the town. Now as per the problem, this function describes the population of the town t years from now. So that means at the current time t is 0. So we have to sub in t as 0 in this given equation, because in this case t is calculated from now. So that means at now time will be equal to 0. So we get 6 times 0 to the power 4 minus 5 times 0 to the power 3 plus 200 times 0 and then plus 12,000. The first term will cancel out because of the 0. The second term will also get cancelled out. The third term will also get cancelled out. So that means P at 0 is equal to 12,000. So which is the current population. So the current population of the town is 12,000. So now we can analyze part D. So here we have to find the population of the town 10 years from now. So that means we have to sub in T as 10 because T is in years. So the first step is to sub in T as 10. So we are calculating P at 10, which is equal to 6 times 10 to the power 4 minus 5 times 10 to the power 3 plus 200 times 10 plus 12,000. Now we have to evaluate this expression. So I get P at 10 equals, so it becomes 6 times 10,000 minus 5 times 1,000. So 10 to the power 4 is 10,000 and 10 to the power 3 is 1,000 plus 2,000. So 200 times 10 is 2,000 plus 12,000. Now we can simplify the terms further. So we get 60,000 minus 5,000 plus, so 2,000 plus 12,000 is 14,000. Now we can add these terms to get our final answer, which is equal to 69,000. So this should be the final answer for part D. So the population of the town after 10 years is 69,000. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.